other snacky snacks.
All right, are you ready?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Are you ready to talk to one of my childhood
Okay, relax.
One of my childhood
take a deep breath, bro.
movie stars?
Just take a breath.
we get to talk to today?
She's just Tamlyn. Take a breath.
Here we go. Welcome to It's a Hawaii Thing. I'm Lanai, and that's Brooke Lee.
Hi.
Please don't get us confused. Today we got a very special guest, a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
And she will soon be a good friend of mine.
I'm very privileged. I love her.
We
so
hope.
much.
I'm crossing my
Love her so
fingers.
much.
Today our guest is a actress known for her roles in movies like The Day After Tomorrow, The Eye, Joy Luck Club.
That's a good one.
Karate Kid 2, which we're going to talk about and get in deep because it's like one of my favorite movies of all times. In 1991, did you know this? She was chosen as People Magazine's one of the top 50 most beautiful people in the world.
As
and,
it should
and
be.
she hasn't aged a bit.
As
Ladies
it
and
should
gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tamlyn Tomita. Come on, guys. Yeah, we go. We have about 50 people here.
Oh my
How are
God,
you?
Thank you. Very good. Thank you.
50
Aloha
people.
and mahalos for having me. My gosh. People's 50 most beautiful. Do they still do that? Don't we
Yes.
have to celebrate the beauty of all people nowadays? It's
Oh,
like
you're so
2021,
nice.
baby. Yeah,
Boom.
2021.
You still look the same. You're still
Yep.
so young and vibrant and beautiful teeth and everything.
Asians
Oh my
don't
God.
crack.
Oh my God.
Asians
It's
don't crack.
Asian don't raisin.
Yeah, we don't.
Asian don't
Yellow
raisin.
stays mellow. Yeah, brown don't frown. Because we gotta all celebrate. We gotta celebrate all our
All the
our background.
melanin. All
Yeah.
the melanin.
How
all the
long have
melanin.
you and Brooke known each other?
Oh, don't put a date on it, love. It's okay. A long time.
Yeah.
More than half our lives.
Yeah.
More than half your life?
So
More than half our lives.
And I never
Yeah,
got
I think-
invited to any of these dinners.
You
or
didn't live in
potlucks,
LA, bruh.
I was there a lot.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
sorry. So you guys known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't changed a bit. I mean, we were just saying that we've reached a certain plateau in our lives,
Yeah.
but we still act like we're in high school.
Yeah.
16. Yeah, what school you grad? Oh, you went townie, yeah? And
She's like Amy. Like people, like she's like Amy. Like
Yeah.
they're kuaina people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
People, they get it.
But you graduated at like Granada Hills or something, right?
That's right, John Elway's high school. Yeah, and years behind him, but still, that was our claim to fame. And if anybody remembers, One Day at a Time, the original One Day at a Time, I think Valerie Bertinelli went to Granada. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you're like local. I always thought you were from Hawaii.
That's
Everyone
one
says
thing
that.
I will always carry. It's a source of pride because they go,
Yeah.
oh yeah, she's from Aiea, and I go, really?
Okay.
Everybody thinks that I wow, and
I'll take it.
Oh, 'cause
I'll take it.
she talked like that. Yeah, she talked
Yeah.
good, kind of like that. And I go, no. I wish. Growing up with all my Asian brothers and sisters, they always have aunties or uncles there in
Yeah.
Hawaii. I never did. And I
Yeah.
never got a chance to visit until 1985.
Oh, really?
Representing Nisei Week, the
Boop,
LA
boop.
pageant here. That was my
right.
first time. And it was like, I love it here.
Yeah.
I love the people here. And it's always been a second home for me.
Well,
And
everyone's claiming you. We've claimed you
Everyone.
since Karate Kid
Yeah.
too.
that, again, pride.
Local.
I'm just
Local
so
girl.
humbled. I'm so humbled to be part, to be considered a sister, or
What
a
i-
daughter
what i-
of the island.
how are you feeling about this Cobra Kai show on Netflix?
Okay. Anybody, can you remember what you were like 35 years ago?
I know it must
Yeah.
be. Was it difficult for you to try to be that person
Good.
again?
You're an actor. You can't act
You had
like
the
that.
accent down perfect.
You know what? Everybody says I'm one good actor, but again, Karate Kid 2 was the first thing I've ever done.
That's
so
true.
I really relied on Ralph, on
Right.
Pat, on Yuji. I didn't know buggas. I didn't
You
know,
didn't know nothing?
Yeah, I didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
And so everything I learned in the film, when we came back onto set for Cobra Kai, it was like I still felt, again, literally like I was 34 years younger. And I go, oh my God, I still feel inadequate. I don't know what the hell
Wow.
I'm doing. And just looking into Ralph's eyes, into Yuji's eyes, I was going, oh, this is my safe place.
Right.
I know
Yeah.
these guys. I know the characters we're playing. And we're just having fun because, I was trusting. I had to trust them. They trusted me. And we just
Right.
all had a blast. It was
I wish I
fun.
was there to
Yeah.
watch you guys shoot this. I have a really good Pat Morita story.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you in a little bit. But you played Kumiko in
Mm-hmm.
Karate Kid 2. and then Cobra Kai, you came back in the third season, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw the first season on YouTube when it came out like a year ago, and this is a good thing, okay? No disrespect to Cobra Kai. I love Karate Kid so much that I could not watch Cobra Kai because I wanted you guys to stay the same age.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
what?
Because
Oh.
I had a crush on you when you did Karate Kid. We're about the same age.
This got awkward.
Yeah.
Hawaii. Okay. I'm gonna leave
Hey,
now.
Brooke has a crush on all our guests, so stop.
This is true, and everybody has the crush on Brooke, so that's
Yes.
you know it goes both ways. It goes
Right,
both ways.
right.
I want to tell you something really quick. Happy New Year, Happy Lunar New Year,
Yeah,
everybody.
buddy.
Because my mom and my niece and nephew had dinner together. We're all in our own small bubble, and then my sweetheart Daniel and I. Yes, I have my love is called Daniel. His
Wow,
name.
Daniel,
meant
wait.
to
Hold
be.
on to this. Hold on to this thought. We gotta take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Meant
It's
to
a
be.
Hawaii thing.
Bringing you what matters. Viewers can receive the Star Advertiser digital full access subscription for just $9.95 per month. Go to staradvertiser.com and click on subscribe. Use the code AHITHING. HEC Medical Clinic. Dr. Aries Oda, Hawaii's #1 laser weight loss center for weight loss, reverse diabetes, and heart disease. Call today for your limited time special, only $37. Lose 1 to 2 inches instantly.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Tamlyn Tomita is hanging out with us from Karate Kid
And we're getting the
2,
tea.
Joy Luck Club,
Let's get into
Cobra
it.
Kai, and you're talking about Daniel, your husband.
Yes, my husband to be. Yes,
To be.
because we're
Oh,
not
to be.
officially married, but
Right.
he is the love
In
of
their
my life.
hearts.
His
Yeah.
name
Their
is
hearts.
Daniel San,
That's
Weird,
and
so
my
right?
mother
crazy.
calls him Daniel San. So we had Lunar New Year's dinner together last night because it's the year of the ox, and it's her year. My mother's 84th year, so she goes, "We have
Oh.
to celebrate, even though COVID."
Yeah.
Right.
And so we were just hanging out after dinner, and Daniel and her watched Cobra Kai without me.
Wow.
My Daniel was saying that my mom was saying, "Oh, he got old. Oh, she's old now. Oh, she's grown up now." It was so funny because I could hear from the
Wow.
background.
You should have
huh?
videotaped them watching the show. That's like a thing on
That's
YouTube.
meta.
now.
Yeah, that's some next level.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
cool.
Crazy.
Actually, we should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, she probably couldn't hear because we were being so noisy. So maybe I will.
Now
I'll take that.
you mentioned before we took a break about it was fun shooting this and having a reunion with all these people. Did you keep in touch with the cast this last 20 years? 20
Yuji and I are like this.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
Okay.
and
all the Asian community is
Yuji was the nemesis.
Chosen. Chosen, yeah.
Chosen.
Yeah.
And you guys should get him on board too, because
We'd love
if you
to.
don't, yeah, his restaurants, he has 2 of them, Kona Kitchen.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
Up in
that's
Seattle.
right.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to his restaurant and I met him, but I didn't realize that it was him.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Oh,
I mean,
my
that's
goodness.
I promise you, Lena and Brooke, you know Brooke.
Yeah,
It's
I know
like
him.
I to ask Yuji would be easy. It's just
Right.
trying to find the time with him to.
Right.
to
He makes good
yeah.
laulau, that bug.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but not a lot of people in the acting community get this opportunity where you were together as a certain type of human being in your young life,
Yeah.
and then being able to revisit it and the same character in your older self. That's rare. That's
Yeah.
not something that you ever get to
Yeah.
explore.
And I really have to give accolades to the writers, the creators, the 3 amigos, Josh, John, and Hayden, the creators of Cobra Kai, and Ralph and Billy Zabka as well, and Yuji, because his arc in Cobra Kai was just a twisty turn, and it surprised so many people to see that character arc.
Right.
And I just really give thanks to Yuji and all the boys.
I'm gonna
for really satisfying the old fans as well as the young fans.
I'm gonna make a what is it? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna make a. I like I said, I didn't watch all of it, but I went to, for some reason, pulled up when you first reconnected with Daniel-san on Cobra Kai.
Are you spoiling right now? Because you should let people know.
No, everyone watched it except
Okay.
me.
The moment,
Yeah,
Spoiler
you
alert.
guys, and then you read letters from Mr. Miyagi to him, and I pulled some water out of my
You got the
eyes.
feels, you
Yeah.
got the feels. Again, because
And I say that because it was a little corny. The first season was a little cheesy, corny to me almost. So
Right.
that's why I didn't give it a chance. And then I saw that one. I was like,
It got better.
Ooh.
The seasons got better as they got.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Because it's just on this side of cheese,
Right.
and because it's 30 minutes, it's just this little snippet,
Taste,
and it doesn't drag out as like, so we're rolling our eyes.
Yeah.
Right,
It's just
right.
like, oh my God. And we start laughing and enjoying, and then it's done. And then we move on to the next step. So it's really smart. And again, because to you specifically, Lana, it speaks to your younger self as well as your
Yes.
older self, because
Nostalgic.
we all grow up and we still make the same mistakes, but hopefully we'll learn a little bit.
But like, I
along
also
the
have
way.
to like bring it up because I've known her for a long time, and this is what I love about her, because she's so savage in that way. But like, if the script wasn't what it was,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have done it. Like,
No, you know
out
me,
of
yeah.
all of them, and I'm not like disrespecting. People gotta work. People gotta do what they gotta do
Yeah.
to make a living.
Absolutely.
But this girl,
Yeah.
like, she'll read stuff and she'll be like, nah, I'm
Nah.
good.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's good.
it's
You're honest
cool."
about it.
Yeah.
You know me,
Yeah.
I take every role that I can get. I'm like, I got an audition today. I'm showing up
Yeah.
an hour early.
Yeah, and you got to work up. You got to work
Yeah.
up to your power, because it's not only the power you're given by the upper ups or the creators. It's your own power to know that you deserve to be there, because they
Yeah.
asked you there. They wanted you at that table. So
Yeah.
speak up, learn how to speak up, and then you'll find the power in your voice. And
Yeah,
and
'cause
that's it's
her
just
problem
because
is-
I'm so old.
Everybody
you're not.
everybody wants her. That's why, but she has to be
Yeah.
selective. Otherwise, it's
Okay.
not good.
I wanna
Yeah.
ask you about. So Tracy Taguchi's a friend of mine, and I haven't seen her in years.
I didn't know
and
they brought her
They
work.
brought her back too.
Yes.
And I thought
Yes.
it was so awesome because.
Former Miss Hawaii, by the way.
Yes,
Yep,
former
exactly,
Miss Hawaii.
She
She was a DJ with me on our radio
Yes,
station.
yes, yes,
But we'll
yes,
talk about that in a second. Take a break real quick. It's a Hawaii.
Okay,
thing.
okay.
At Western Exterminator, our pest-free 365 solution works year-round to protect your home from unwanted pests. Choose pest-free with Western Exterminator. For all your money needs, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here for you. Visit hificu.com. This show is brought to you by Atlas Construction, Hawaii's #1 builder for 8 years in a row. Call them at 808-951-9500 for the quality and service you deserve today.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Tamlyn Tomita is hanging out with us. We're talking about Cobra Kai, and you're on season 3. I hope they bring you back. And Tracy
Aw.
Taguchi, who's a local girl,
Yep.
was on it as well with you guys.
2 beauty queens on that show.
Yes.
What? A Miss Hawaii and a Narcissus. What?
Oh my God! It was such a joy, because I think the Three Amigos kept it as a secret from both me and Ralph that she was coming
Oh,
back.
What?
Because
really?
they kept it, but I guess because they were trying to juggle the schedules, and she said yes last minute, and it was like, oh my gosh, she's so grown up, and the thought that she would. What happens in the story
Right.
was just a brilliant kind of move, and
It was excellent.
Tracy has always been a hustler. She's
Right.
always working hard. Every time I go back to Hawaii, I try to reconnect,
Yeah.
and she's just
How
a
old
lovely
was she
soul.
in the original?
Like 8 or
8?
something?
Yeah, if I remember
Wow.
8.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and she still has that, and she's Okinawan too, so she
Right.
has that long wavy hair. So it was like, and TT, TT.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was really a joy to be able to have her on, and
That's so funny.
Do you
it
think,
was just a blast.
Do you think they're going to bring you back in? Do you have any word? Are you allowed to say?
I would probably, yeah, working backwards. I
Yeah.
would not be allowed to say, but come on, it's like
You have to.
Yeah.
Once you dip yourself in
no,
the water,
I don't
you're
think
like,
so. I don't think so, because
No?
again, personally, I wouldn't want Kumiko to ruin, Daniel Sans and his marriage, with his
Oh,
children.
I would.
I
It's
would. No.
Netflix.
That sucks. No. Bad mana, man. No.
But it's
But
good tension. It's good tension
oh,
for
whatever.
But the tension should come from Chosen, and it's about the legacy of what karate is and what
Yeah.
Miyagi karate is, and I think that would be interesting and that would be fun. Actually, my fantasy is that Kumiko knows kick-ass karate, and we've never seen it before.
the show. There you go.
But
That's a good one.
Tamlyn doesn't know, so it's like
Yeah.
that would be a real feat
That-
to pull.
yeah.
Start training right now.
Put that out
Yeah.
in the universe, girl. You
No.
just
I want Ron Yuan or Mark DeCoscos to double me.
There
That's
you
what I
go.
want. That's what I want. Yeah.
I would
There we
want to
go.
see that actually. Mark in a wig.
So I was in me and Augie were doing a comedy show, and it was just a little place here in Hawaii. It was packed. There was, it probably only fit 200 people in a room that held 100, and we did a comedy show. And in the back of the room, there was a Japanese man drinking whiskey.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't know who it was, and I do all these like Japanese jokes. And then anyway, we got off the stage. This is like 30 years ago, by the way, 25 years ago. And then we get off the stage, and the general manager said, "Hey, this guy in the booth in the back wants to buy you guys a drink. So, whenever somebody buys you a drink, you got to go say thank you." So we walk in the back, and it's Pat Morita.
Damn.
And he's sitting by himself.
Yeah.
And he has a bottle of whiskey on the table in the bar now. He has his own bottle of whiskey, and there's a snake in the bottle.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
And he's like, "You two boys sit down." And he was all drunk. He was boss already, but he was so nice and so friendly. And I was in awe. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say to Mr. Miyagi. And he said, "You guys drink with me."
You're like, okay,
drink.
if he says so.
But he loved me and Augie, and he went on, left a little bit later, but that's my Mr. Miyagi story.
He loved Hawaii.
Awesome.
He loved Hawaii.
He loved Hawaii.
He was really good friends with Andy too.
Bumatai. I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And do you remember Mel Kabang? And and Frank DeLean? I mean, all those guys. Because again, the stories about Pat, I think the way to share a drink was to let everybody know, let's just talk story. Yeah. I know you have a problem seeing beyond me as Mr. Miyagi or Arnold or whatever, but I'm just a dude who's been hustling for twice as long as you do. So let's just talk war stories. And that's the way he is. I mean, in my head still, it's like talking story, what to pass along. I think for me, because after Karate Kid, we did a lot of emceeing of events together.
That's true.
And that's when nightclub circuit Pat Morita came out, because we would come for
vaudeville guy came out.
Dress rehearsal, and he would stand at the podium, listen to the microphone and the speakers in the auditorium, and he goes, "Hey, you guys in the tech booth, you got to adjust the treble or the He was that smart. And it was Red Fox who taught him how to control the room, because that's the only weapon an entertainer with a microphone has. So it was like, oh my God. So he knew his shit. He knew his shit. Yeah.
Andy was kind of the same way. Like, you do comedy, you need a spotlight.
Exactly.
We're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hawaii thing. Talking story with Tamlyn Tomita.
I love her.
This is so awesome. I just want to and kick something.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let the experts at King Windward help you out on your current loan or lease into a new vehicle. Visit kingwindwardnissan.com. Check out wearekupuna.com to learn more about all the resources the state of Hawaii has to service our kupuna.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Tamlyn Tomita is with us. We are talking about Pat Morita.
You're fanboying a little.
I am. I don't really
little bit
fan out too much.
No.
I've interviewed a lot of people, but when you grow up watching somebody, it's a little different. Some nostalgia. Yeah.
It's very, very special when you grow up with somebody.
Yeah.
And
Who's somebody that you grew up watching that you would like to meet or you haven't met yet?
She's minimal.
You know what? I can tell you because the show, the movie Rising Sun, I specifically did not want to meet Sean Connery, because I did not want my bubble to burst about, James Bond or anything, because I wanted him to remain pure. There was an audition for a Harrison Ford movie that I declined, because I go, I don't, because the chances of us getting a role, especially in the 90s.
Yeah, in that era.
So it's like, nah, I don't want to burst my bubble about Harrison Ford. So
really?
So those are two actors that I purposely did not. I think I would be with Meryl Streep or Glenn Close. Ooh. I would probably be the same thing, unless they just offered me the role, but then it would be just about work. But meeting them is like,
really?
You're the greatest thing ever. I have just word salad coming out. I'm sorry. I love you.
Wait,
Bye.
so did you not audition for Rising Sun because of that?
Did I audition for Rising Sun? No.
Tia was on that.
Yeah, we know.
I don't. Did I audition? Wow, that's so long ago.
It was a long time.
No, I don't think I auditioned for it at all.
I mean, not that.
Because they were asking for mixed race.
Right.
And what was his name? I do stand up with him. Stan Ige. Ige.
Yeah.
Yeah, I done comedy with him for a long time. He was on Rising Sun. That was his big break. Yeah.
There's a lot of Asians in that show.
No, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, people we know. I was just talking about, our circle of people. That's why weird. I've never met you. Brooke doesn't invite me to anything anyway. But
True.
Are you
Hawaii.
working on anything right now?
Super
Tamlyn?
true.
No, not right now. Again, pandemic, but
Yeah.
I've been lucky to, with my husband to be. We're opening up a theater in Highland Park, probably in 2022. It's called
Wow.
Outside In Theater.
Really?
So it's going to be a theater that's community based. So it's going to have a physical space as well as a streaming arm. So we want to bring out stories that are pretty much untold, and it's the work about telling stories of marginalized communities and get them giving a chance to literally talk story and tell us who we are, just neighborhood people. We don't have to be stars or TV stars or movie stars. It's like we just want regular people to feel valued, and their stories, their histories. We're all interconnected. That's what we're
all
looking forward
related.
to.
Well, congratulations. I'd love to
Thank
hear
you.
more about
Awesome.
that. Love to go see this.
Because you have no idea how much money she's raised for the Asian American community
I
in
do know.
theater,
I've been
especially
I've
in
been
Los
reading about
Angeles.
you. It's awesome.
So great, you guys are come full
Do
circle.
can you share with anybody like a funny story of filming with the reunion of Cobra Kai? Is there something funny you'll never forget?
Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard, and I really hope that you get Yuji on, when they were doing one of the fight scenes, so Yuji was there a week before shooting because they had to train all the fight scenes. I think there's 4 of them. And he and Ralph were, I think that's when I first saw them.
How old are they now?
I think Yuji and Ralph are just this side of 60.
No.
So they'll be 60 soon.
Ralph
but
looks like he's
I think
30.
Ralph, I'm pretty sure.
That's a big fight scene they did.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were joking. So when I landed in Atlanta, I was brought to set, and they were in the dojo with Hiro, the stunt coordinator, the fight coordinator. Yeah, and they were just joking around and stretching and warming up and cooling down. It was so funny because they're going, "Yeah, we're going to pull something someday." Yuji pulled his hammy so bad on the last fight scene that they thought that they might have to cut it short and take him to the hospital, but I think they iced it, or the EMT saw him. And he did. He pulled a hammy pretty bad. And
well, we're going to continue this conversation. You have to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Tamlyn, it's been a pleasure. We have a nice parting gift for you.
Oh my God!
Pick the sweet or the sour.
Pick the sour.
This is the sweet box.
Sour.
It's not sour. It's salty.
Okay.
Sour.
Congratulations on everything that you do.
win.
I mean, I just met you and I'm so proud of you.
I
I hope to meet you in person one day. Ladies and gentlemen, Tamlyn Tomita. It's a Hawaii.
I love you.
It's a Hawaii thing.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing.
We're on
extended
YouTube.
version.
We're on YouTube
Hey,
now.
leave us a
YouTubes.
comment down below.
So
We'd
we're
love
gonna
to
start
hear from
swearing
you.
a lot because
Oh, really?
Tamlyn's foul mouth. No, she's not.
Yeah, leave us a comment down below if there's a question you'd like to ask Tamlyn as well.
I got one pilau mouth sometimes. It's like,
Sometimes.
oh
Small kind,
my
small
God.
kind.
Tamlyn, I got you have to check out. You have an iPhone or an Android?
Yeah, I do. I have an
app.
iPhone.
I have an app called Pigeon 101. You got to download. It's free.
Pigeon
it free?
101?
Yeah, it's free. Pigeon
Oh,
101.
it's yours.
all the
Of course
pigeon
it's
words.
free.
Oh,
Hawaii.
really?
Yeah.
I
It's
a
love that.
hobby.
I love that. Yeah.
We made it for the holidays
yeah.
so they don't screw them up.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. But thank you for the snacks. I just want to, I can't wait to tear into again, because it's like High Life.
Yeah.
That's some OG.
So
That's
High
how you
Life
know.
did our T-shirts.
Yeah.
And then
Collabs.
Kaimuki Crackseed, my good friend from Hawaii, sent me this. So it's like,
When
oh my
was
God.
the last time you actually were on the Aina? When was that? Like, how long ago was that? It had to have been a while. I mean,
I think the last
pre-pandemic.
time, I think the last time was for Daniel's best friend's wedding. One Haole guy from Chicago, his parents got married in Honolulu, so he wanted to get married to his wife. And this is about 2 or 3 years ago nearby the set of Karate Kid. So it was
on the Windward
Yeah.
side. Oh, wow.
On the
At
Windward
the
side,
ponds,
yeah.
probably. Were you guys at the ponds? Is that what's their name's ponds?
exactly. And
Yeah.
Danny
By Kualoa Ranch.
Cunninghams pond.
Like near Kualoa side, right?
Right.
Yeah, Kualoa side. So
Yeah.
so it was so fun, and to bring Daniel, and because this was his second trip, and he knew more about Hawaii than all the guests coming in from
By the way,
Chicago.
Daniel, not Daniel's son now. Daniel,
My
her
love,
fiance. Yeah.
Her real Daniel.
Is he from here?
No,
he's
he's
not
a
from
New
here.
Yorker.
New
One
Yorker.
Haole guy from from New York.
They
But
just love Hawaii. They
Yeah.
love
he
Hawaii.
just loves Hawaii.
Love
he loves
Hawaii.
he's found his sole passion is to surf. Because
Oh.
we went to Haleiwa, and I hadn't been surfing for so long, so we said, okay, let's get one surfing lesson for us. And so we got the big 10-foot styrofoam
Right.
boards, and we went paddling. And he got up, and we didn't have video or anything like that. And I just saw him, surfing by me as I was paddling out, and his face was like, "Oh my God, it's like Christmas!" I'm like,
Changes your
"Hey."
life, doesn't it? It changes your life when you
bitten
get
It
by
on
the
the
changes your
bus.
life, man.
Yeah.
It changes
That's
your
what-
life.
Well, then
you
the
coming
next
back.
time you guys come back,
Yes.
then this guy over here has got the key to Makaha,
We'll
and he
take
can
you.
get all Brian Kelland of them to bring out all the toys. You guys go to
Yeah.
Makaha, surf all the waves, get on all the ski doos,
Surf on a canoe,
and all
surf
the
on a stand-up
canoes.
paddle, surf on a...
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Thank
he
you,
will make it
Lanai.
all happen
Yes,
for you.
you got to come home. I'd love to
Yeah,
meet you
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Post-pandemic,
For
of
sure, for
course,
sure,
but-
for sure.
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
earlier I asked you if you kept in touch with everybody.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you guys get together or you just like text each other?
It's a
well,
pandemic.
Yeah, I think, and actually, I think there was one time maybe I think you, Brooke, were in LA during summertime, and I think because she knows the Obon season happens, the Obon
Right.
circuit happens at
Yeah.
all the Japanese American temples and stuff, and so Yuji usually comes down for the summer for 3 weeks, and he brings any combination of his 3 daughters, and we all call each other. Goes, hey, where's the Obon this weekend? It's oh, you're gonna be there? Yeah, going to dance? Okay, you gotta dance. Bring the girls. And so we would always make that plan to dance together. So his 3 girls, one is in first year of college now, and
Wow.
the other 2 are behind.
And,
so
like, just
Yuji, Joey, all the bad guys.
It's
were
like
all
Hollywood
guys.
Asia, because if you're like here in Hawaii, everybody does Obon, but like on the mainland, it's the Japanese community is really
Right,
they're
right.
tight. But if you're like an outsider and you walk in and you see like Tamlyn Tomita, the other guy from, and then it's like Marlene who's married to the guy from Lost, Francois Chow.
Yeah.
Francois
So it's like
Chow.
all of these
Yeah.
like crazy like Asian iconic figures just dancing Obon, eating
Yeah,
some
and we're just
sukiyaki.
we're just
Like, what?
doofuses, and we're actually Marlene is the one who sent me the Kaimuki crack seed. Yeah, that was the one. So
Yeah.
again, there it is. It's true. But and then Brooke's in the mix too. So
Yeah.
whenever
And
she's
Amy Hill,
in,
and Amy
yeah,
Hill's
Amy
there.
Hill's in the
It's
mix.
just bizarre.
All the-
So
all the
Lanai,
quarter
yeah,
Asians.
for
It's
sure,
bizarre.
for sure.
It's
Yeah,
bizarre.
for
Yeah,
sure.
Tamlyn, we know all the same people.
Yeah.
You and I know all
He's
the
trying
same
to just
people,
drive
but-
it in that I've not introduced you guys to each
Yeah,
other yet, and
pretty
he's
much.
just trying to drive it
Do you,
in.
do you get?
It's so
does your
weird.
agent ever get calls for you to do like the 50 or Magnum PI or any
Oh,
of the Hawaii shows?
Brooke, you know this story, right?
Yeah, but go ahead and tell him.
Tell
So-
everybody.
The MRFers from the original
MRFers.
reboot of Hawaii 5-0.
Uh-huh.
So they called me up. This is after they cast all, Daniel and Grace and the 2 Howleen boys and stuff. And then they called me up and they asked me to audition for the mayor of Honolulu.
Okay.
And apparently they said, yes, we need you to sign a pay or play contract. So they delivered it to me on a Monday, and I was like, "Oh, baby, I got Hawaii 5-0, yay!" CBS called me, my agent, Tuesday, and said, "No, we're going to go with a bigger star."
What?
So Wednesday they called me and they say they offered it to African American actor, and sorry, thank you. They called me back that Wednesday afternoon and said, "Oh, she declined. Would
Passed.
would you come back in?" I go.
Oh,
And they
my
go, okay,
gosh.
and I go, okay, let's see how it goes. Up the pay scale, and then they call me back Thursday and they go, nah, we renege. We're going to go with Jean Smart.
From
And I
Designing
go-
Women. Yeah. A white
I
woman
go,
Oh
running
my
Hawaii.
gosh.
Yeah, so I said to my agents, I go, I will never work for Hawaii
Ever.
5-0. Yeah,
Oh,
so I go,
that's-
no,
That's
Pow.
terrible.
yeah,
So Hollywood, huh?
pow.
But
pow.
that's what I'm saying. She's so
Yeah.
savage.
Yeah,
She's
that's-
so
that's
savage.
great.
That's what I respect.
You know what that means? You have
I
money.
respect it.
No, it's just a matter of pride.
Principle.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
principle.
and then it really pans out as to how the negotiations ended up for
Yeah.
Grace and Daniel. It's like, where's the equity, man? And now
Karma?
they're
And then
So-
Karma came back around,
Yeah.
and now people are no longer in charge of that show that were in charge
Do you
of
see all these? Have you been seeing all
so-
these shows coming this year to Hawaii? There's like 10.
NCIS. like Hawaii or something's coming. You guys keep starting
Yeah,
that
there's the
rumor.
new Doogie Howser one.
There's
What's
the new
name?
Doogie
What's,
Howser, and I'm so happy because they're bringing
Kame-
real local people
Local
there.
people
and I
in,
go,
yeah.
Oh, Doogie Kame Aloha.
Yeah,
yeah,
Jason.
Doogie Kamealoha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our good friend Jason is going to be her dad.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh my
Jason Scottley.
god,
Killing it.
He
in
was
the
on
game.
our last season.
Yes,
was
he's
here last
yeah,
season,
he's so awesome, and I'm
Yeah.
just so because again the patience that he has because he
Yeah.
just doesn't need is like true artist,
Yeah.
He's
and
like you.
he has he
Y'all
has
are
a life.
savage. Y'all are
He has a
savage. You're
life.
like, I can
Yeah.
take it or leave it. And Hollywood can't handle that. When the Asians are like, nah, I'm good. Then they're like, no, really, we want you. We want you. They're like, reluctant bride. As opposed
Yeah.
to be like, I'll do whatever you want. You want who
I'll
you
do
want me to
whatever
be?
you want,
You want me
yeah.
to be a pimp?
And-
You want me to be a drug star? Who you want me to be?
I'm just waiting for the Amy Hill spinoff.
Yes. She needs a spinoff. She does.
Totally right, because that will be the inroad as to how just normal local people just live their lives, and they might get entangled or complicated with
Yeah.
crime scenes or any,
Right.
but they just bring aloha everywhere they
Yeah.
go.
Did you get called for Crazy Rich Asians?
Oh, I never knew it.
What there was a lot of calls. There was a
Let's
lot
spill
big,
that
but
tea.
if I remember correctly, again, I think I was doing Good Doctor.
Oh,
And I
that's
Oh,
couldn't.
right.
that's right. You did Good Doctor.
Yeah, and I could
You'd
not.
be working.
Well,
She'd be working.
That's
so.
Daniel Day Kim.
DDK.
That Daniel Day
Yeah.
Kim's, that's
You know,
his. That's his show. Yeah.
Daniel and I did 5-0 with Daniel. My whole scene was with him. And that
Yeah.
day, I spent 3 days with him. And during those 3 days, he said, I'm going to be leaving. I said, leaving? You can't leave this show. This was before they announced that they were leaving.
I'm sorry.
And he said he was doing The Good Doctor.
You
Mm-hmm.
met him and did scenes with him, and he decided to just disclose to you one of the things that rocked Hollywood by saying that he
Yeah.
was leaving one
Yeah.
of the
Wow.
Me and
Wow.
it was that boy Christian who played the bad guy. It was the three of us, and we were in a room, and they were going over their scene. We were all three of us was in the scene, but
Yeah.
they were practicing. And then the conversation came up, and I was like, "What do you mean you're leaving?" And he go, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do this show in Canada
Weird.
called The Good Doctor."
Yeah.
And blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He didn't say the whole pay thing with 5-0 thing. He didn't mention that part.
Yeah,
He just said he was
of
leaving.
course.
He goes, "But you
It
guys
was
can't
time
tell
for it to,
anybody."
and again, it's, and thank you, Brooke, for always saying we're savage, but it's like, we can decline it, but
Yeah.
he took it the next step. He created his own universe.
Yes.
He's
Right.
creating other jobs for other people,
Yeah,
not
because he
just
wasn't
Asian
in
Americans.
Good Doctor. That
Exactly.
he really
Right, right.
ran that thing.
Yeah.
Tamlyn, that's what I do. I can't get any roles on shows, so I just create my own shows. Like
Yeah,
this one. Yeah.
and you can do it now, and it's so easy. And I think that's what we've been all advocating. If you can't do it,
Their way, then go make your own way.
Form a band, form
Yeah.
a band, and do it in the garage, and then throw
Right.
it up on YouTube or whatever it was.
Are
and
you gonna-
that's how easy it is. That's
Are you
how
gonna
easy it
do
is.
anything? Is there anything in the plans for you, like writing, directing, producing?
Nah,
No?
I'm really too bossy that way. It's like if it's not my way, it's the highway. So I
why
think
I
I
said
would be,
savage.
I would
That's why I
suck.
said it.
I
What
would
about
pretty much
writing
suck.
something? Right? Because
Writing something is definitely in the, but again, I'm not patient enough. But my mom's story is super important because we,
Oh.
as Asian Americans, we all know the internment
Yeah.
camp stories. We know the
Yeah.
Chinese railroad, but we don't know about the people who were over there during the
Yeah.
war.
Ah.
So my mom, and Brooke knows, my mom being Hapa, Okinawan and Filipino during the war. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You're
Yeah.
Filipino.
Yeah.
yeah.
Kumusta?
Pinay, yeah.
I think somebody needs to write a movie about the camps here in Hawaii after the sugar plantations, because it's such a like you said, there's so many great personal stories in the one whole thing, and I'm surprised no one has written. Even
A lot
if
of
it's
people don't know that Tamlyn
I-
is Filipino.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it would be a great story. I think maybe let's go work on that.
It's
Tamlyn.
weird that you haven't invited her to the Philippines yet. You've invited everyone else who's Filipino.
I just remembered. I just remembered when
You know,
she
you
mentioned
usually
her
lead
mom
in with the
was.
whole water thing and how you're going to save the
Yeah.
world and clean the waters of the
We're
Philippines.
cleaning
Clean
up
the
the
water.
oceans in the Philippines, and
And
we'd
that
love
you
for
should
you
come
to
with
be a part of
us.
the movement.
Yeah.
we're
Are you
working
kidding? I'm
with-
not kidding. I'm not
Yeah,
kidding.
we're
That would be
working with,
absolutely, yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio's foundation and Bruno Mars's foundation
Yep.
and Mama Earth, and
Yep.
we're getting whoever's attached to the Philippines, trying to help. And we're not asking for anybody for money. We want to create a movement. So, are you in?
Yeah,
she's always
absolutely.
down.
Are you kidding?
She's always down.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
like serious when I say that. Some
Yeah.
people are like, yeah, we're on
No,
camera.
no,
to say
for
it."
shit, sure. Because
she'll,
again,
she'll like
it's
bake
about
cookies. She'll show
no,
up.
no.
5 minutes before everybody else.
But you know what? Whenever my Daniel go, take a walk on the beach, whether it's here in LA
Yeah.
or in New York, we're always picking up trash
That's
because it's
awesome.
like, and we're like kind of side eyeing everybody. It's like,
Yeah.
God damn it, pick
Pick
up
it up your
shit,
shit,
man. It's
Pick
like,
up
get
your
up.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lama
So we-
Aina.
Yeah, it's like trying to take exactly
Okay, I'm
taking
gonna
care
reach
of the
out to you.
Aina.
I'm in LA a lot, so we'll definitely. when
I will
things
give
smooth
him
out-
your information
we
now
do,
that you physically
Arigato.
We've been
give
doing
me
these.
permission.
We've been doing these pop-up dinners, and like more high-end, only 30
But
people.
safely because of
Safely,
pandemics.
and we, raise money, and all the money, 100% of the money goes to the program and what we're doing. So
You know what would I mean? I'm serious because I don't know enough about the Water Foundation that you were speaking of. Because it's so important if we could get like, because TikTok is so prevalent and it's so
Yeah.
powerful. If we could get those Leonardo DiCaprio, Bruno
Yes.
Mars, whoever's associated, to literally go out on the beach and pick the motherfucking trash
Yeah.
off our earth, off
Yeah.
our beaches, and do the
Kumiko.
work. Do the work.
Told you.
I think people would be more,
Yes.
inspired. It's like, yeah, I love to go surfing, but after I go surf, I pick up all the trash that people have left behind because they don't care.
I'm
It's
glad
like-
you said that. So one of the things that we're doing is, the most important thing is we're not doing this by ourselves. We're getting all the organizations together, all the celebrities together, anyone who has a voice together, not just one. The
Yeah.
second thing is we're raising money. The first segment of it is to raise money to shoot a documentary with everyone going back to the Philippines of where they're from. So like Bruno, where he's from, where your parents are from, and show them helping in their community.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're doing, is showing them.
I'm not invited because I'm not Filipino.
No, you're coming too.
I'm
Wait.
adjacent because I'm a former Miss Universe and
You're
they
coming
love
too.
Miss Universes.
Hey.
But
Of course,
I'm just
of
saying.
course.
Leonardo
yeah.
is not Filipino.
Oh, he's not?
You're coming too.
Kills the breeze. I had no idea.
Yeah, just straight. Make that straight. Anyway, yeah.
It's important that we do it all communally, and it's not
Yes.
not just about throwing money
I'm not
or
even
finding the
joking.
technology.
Right.
It's about
She's
really
down.
the people power,
Yes.
power. Yeah, getting
She's
out there
down.
to do it.
And
yeah.
that's really what we're trying to do, is build that momentum that
Mm-hmm.
way, because I think that's more powerful. Like you said, that whole TikTok thing. Jeez.
Yeah,
They bought
it's
all-
like
they
yeah,
bought all
yeah.
the tickets to the last president's thing.
That was the army from BTS.
yeah.
whatever.
Hello,
Tamlyn,
BTS
I wanna
Army,
ask you-
so powerful. Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
ask you, what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh my God, Brooke knows me so well. It's only Earth, Wind, and Fire, Cool and the
Really?
Gang, Michael and Janet. Come on, all the way. Bruno,
Nice.
Daniel loves Bruno every day. George Michael, Seal, and Sade, and Sting. That's about it. That's it's all
That's a
the
good variety.
She's
groove and music.
basically us, but a better version.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah,
because we
she's
gotta get
like-
our groove on.
She was formulated in that time period of that soup of greatness of that time, but it just emanates from her. You just want her around you.
No.
all
You know what
the
I am? I'm a
time.
leech. I just suck up all the mana from all my good people friends.
She's
and I go,
the generator.
"Oh,
This
You
broad.
have
This is
great
who I am.
energy.
This
you have
broad
great,
is.
I can feel the energy.
She's like the connector in LA. For
and
sure.
I watched some of your interviews, some of the other interviews that you've done, and you could feel good energy from her
Yeah,
always,
she's
yeah.
the
Oh,
best.
thank
She's a
you.
mensch, as we the Jewish
As a
chosen
mensch,
people say.
as the mensch.
She's a mensch.
Oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, no, I really do have to give it, because again, we have to really understand the breath we take in is the breath you give out.
Yeah.
So it's all about,
right.
giving and breathing in and breathing out. That
so-
same energy. Yeah.
Like, do I have to be a busybody right now? If I'm following the bouncing ball, someone's parents got married in Hawaii, someone else got married in Hawaii, someone loves Hawaii, someone's got a future husband.
Are you
Are
getting
y'all getting married in Hawaii at some point?
Well, Daniel and I were, long story short, we wanted to get married, but Daniel's mom had passed away in New York about 2.5 years ago. And we were thought to rush to get married because she was a victim of Alzheimer's. So we thought maybe we should just fly to New York and do something. And then we go, nah, we'll just have something here at home with all the family.
Got
But
it.
he said, let's not get married during this past administration.
Yeah,
And I go,
yeah.
okay.
Oh.
All right, so now, because I have asked him, it's like, so when you want to get married, I go, oh. But
Ah.
he's all for it. It's just a matter of, again,
When.
waiting through
Yeah,
pandemic
Yeah.
and,
Got
gathering all the people that we
Yeah,
love, like you guys.
Totally.
Yeah, and so we could give kisses and stuff. So,
How we doing?
yeah, that's the truth. That's the
Okay.
truth.
good on time?
All right. I just was
Yeah.
curious.
Oh, okay.
I was being the LA.
17 minutes in.
Yeah, she'll
Nice.
make sure she get the block off the time to go to the wedding.
Or we'll just set it up. Just have it at
Oh
the
yeah,
Kahaluu Ponds.
we can help you set it up.
Yeah, we'll just have it
We
here.
got photographers, flower people.
Yeah, we got it all.
I'm ordained. If you need to get married outside on the
Seriously?
beach.
I don't-
Seriously? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I've done about
Oh
30 weddings already,
Seriously?
and they're all still together.
Ah.
Oh, really?
That's the
Track
beauty
record.
of it. Yeah.
Nice. Good
I am.
for
That's
you
you.
know
really
what?
nice.
I
yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
Makani's ordained too, but
Yeah,
he
but
does a
Makani's
Hawaiian
more spiritual than
one.
you.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah.
I'm spiritual in different ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we'll call
That's
it.
what the girls say that I date. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
they mention God a lot.
All of them collectively,
Oh, God, they say.
or okay.
Do you like living? Do you like living in Hollywood? Or in LA?
I'm literally a native Los Angelino.
Yeah.
I was
Born and
raised here.
yeah.
Yeah, raised.
Where's your
Born in Okinawa on a U.S. Army base, but I was brought over by my dad and mom when I was 6 months old. My dad's from L.A. My mom's
Okay.
from there. They met in Okinawa, had me, and they brought me back here. So I'm literally from the valley. I'm totally a valley
Valley
girl.
girl?
She's a California girl. Okay.
And I just watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High
Oh,
for
I
the first
love
time.
that movie.
For the
Wait,
first
what?
time.
For the first
Are you kidding
first
me?
time.
How did you dodge that bullet?
You know
in the
my-
middle of
Because
our-
that's my life. It's like, why would I
why
want
do
to
I wanna
watch
watch-
something?
that's a
Did
documentary.
you
that.
like it?
I did, and
It was
really
nostalgic,
sweet.
probably at this
Yeah.
point. You were probably like, "Oh, I remember
So-
that."
Oh my
mall."
God!
My
yeah,
good friend John
yeah.
Linson produced it.
What?
Oh really?
Yeah, my friend, him and his father produced it. But the reason I mention that is because he just produced a movie on Netflix that was shot in Okinawa and Osaka about a haole man getting stuck in prison, making friends with the Yakuza, and it's on Netflix. It's a really good movie, and I just forgot the name of it.
That's so random.
I'm going to send it to you, but you got to see it. Because
Okay.
there's a lot of Asians in it, but it's a
Okay.
really good movie.
The
and
guy
it's a gangster
who
movie.
made Fast Times.
The
at
guy who
Ridgemont
made Fast
High.
Times on Ridgemont High, he also created the one with Kevin, the Montana that's on right now. That series with Kevin, the famous actor,
Costner?
Montana.
Kevin Costner. Yeah, it's Kevin Costner.
The cowboy,
No.
the cowboy
one,
western thing.
He produced
Okay.
that. He also produced Sons of Anarchy. So they're like a lot of gangster.
These are
movies,
friends of
yeah.
yours?
Yeah, friends of mine from Santa
Yeah.
Monica. I got to
Okay.
introduce them to nicest
Weird.
people.
And he decided to make an Asian film.
Yeah, because his kid is half Japanese and he loves Japanese.
Oh,
He-
really?
yeah, he had a baby with a Japanese girl. But he
Oh.
just
Japanese,
loves everything about
Japanese,
Japanese,
or-
Japanese.
Like FOB
Off of-
Japanese.
yeah, Bobora.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
say
But
that.
but
Wow.
it's super cool. Yeah, what's
Okay.
the Outsider. It's named the name of the movie. The show
Not
is
Montana,
Outsider.
like you had
It's
just
shot
said.
in
Okay.
Montana.
I know. I thought he said Hannah Montana. How does that?
Hannah Montana meets the
It was shot
Yakuza.
in
Go.
Montana. Yeah.
Okay,
But Fast
okay.
Times is one of my all-time favorite movies. Karate
Yeah,
Kid
it was
2.
it was so sweet and so
One.
fun but those are
And
the
accurate,
guys
like
that-
verify. Is it? It's pretty accurate, right? Like it wasn't like heightened for Hollywood. Like that's how people were, correct?
That's how people
Yeah.
were, and
Okay.
yeah, it's like that's how we do. You know how we talk. That's how we dress. You know,
Right.
The backyard where the famous Phoebe
Yes.
Cates scene. That's
Right.
the pool.
I love
that was
her.
the landscape. The mall was the Sherman Oaks Galleria
Yes.
for sure.
Do
It's
you
like,
know the history of that Sherman Oaks Galleria?
She's
What about
born and
it?
raised
It was
there.
the first. Listen to this. You're gonna like this one. It was the first food court. Was the Sherman Oaks Galleria, and when they built that, there were no food courts before then. They made the first food court in a mall, and when they built it, they noticed they had like Italian, they had Spanish, but they didn't
Chinese,
have
yeah.
Chinese yet.
They
the
didn't
last
have
one was
Chinese yet?
Not
Oh,
yet.
really?
So there
Oh.
was a Chinese restaurant across the street from the Galleria, and they said, "Hey, we want to build this thing, and we needed Chinese food." And the owner said, "No, no, no." But the chef said we should do it. So they went back again and said, "Hey, we'll negotiate it. You guys don't have to do anything. We just want you to make the menu." Guess what it's called today?
Panda
Panda
Express.
Panda
Express.
Express.
Wow.
Yeah.
Billion dollar
Yeah.
company.
Because if I remember correctly, knowing Sherman Oaks Galleria, there was a Panda Inn or a
Yes.
Panda something across the
Yes.
street. So I go, that makes sense. That makes
She's
sense.
actually
But my little
verifying you.
brother was one of the security guards at the Galleria.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so
When he was a young college kid.
Yeah.
So that whole scene is very, very authentic and
Accurate.
true to
Yeah.
what it was. And it was like I was just watching a moving snapshot of our lives here in the valley. But
That's
yeah,
such a
it was
great movie.
totally a valley girl. And
I associate the Sherman Oaks Galleria with hot dog on a stick.
yeah.
It's like the first time I had hot dog on a stick and I fell in love with it. The
Best
lemonade
corn dogs,
and
best
corn dogs.
lemonade. Yep.
I was more there for the lemonade, but yeah.
Yeah, and then I think that would be a place where girls like me and Brooke would have worked in because they're kind of dorky and cute in those
Yeah.
little hats
Had the
and the little
hats.
uniforms.
Right.
But they were always so nice and cool, no
Yeah.
attitude, simple food, and they knew the food was delicious. So it was
Right.
like,
Yeah.
we're selling a good thing. Yes, we know we look like doofuses, but we're cute doofuses,
we're
and we're
cute.
nice.
with those
We're
little ugly
nice.
hats.
Right.
I see you guys more as Forever 21 floor models or
That
something.
was
Oh, no.
like, that's 90s.
That- yeah, it
that
wasn't-
was
yeah.
a different era.
Jeans
Yeah,
West.
different era.
Yeah.
Spencer.
Spencer! What a great show. What a great store. That was a
Oh, that's
store.
deep.
What a
Yeah,
great
because I would have
store.
gone, I have no idea what these are, but I hear they're really good. They're
Lava
called
lamps.
bongs.
Yeah. I was thinking lava lamps, but yeah, bongs were good too.
Same,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
different.
Same, right? But it's
Yeah.
like,
Same, but
I don't know
different.
what these are for. But
they're
yeah,
so
and
cool.
yeah, if you buy the little bong, you should buy the little lava lamp because
Yes.
it's a big experience. And I go,
They go together.
oh, yeah, they go together.
many, many
so
ways.
that was my
Tamlyn,
dream job.
I
Yeah.
could talk to you for days, and I hope maybe when you come back, you come visit the
I'll give
show
him your
in
number.
person.
For sure.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Thank you so much for
yeah.
joining us today. Congratulations on all your success. You make us Filipinos proud.
Ah,
And the
thank you.
Okinawans, you make them
And the
proud.
Okinawans, man.
No,
It's
you
like,
know how it
yeah.
is, right?
Long
The
time
Filipinos, if
coming.
they know you're Filipino, they claim you like there's no tomorrow. I
Yep,
go to the
yep,
Philippines all the time.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But
I
you
might
are
just,
like, you look Filipino.
gonna
She
retire
don't look
there.
Filipino.
Yeah. Well, she looks mixed, so that's all. I don't look Filipino. I look Mexican,
Do you?
right? If you ever have any movies, you need a Mexican or a Puerto
Do
Rican.
you want to
call
weigh
me.
in on this, Ruben? and
No,
see
you,
whether or
you
not he
totally
looks
look you
anything like your
totally look
people?
Filipino to me
Oh, do I?
because
Okay.
you know what I think you could go for like Joe Coy's brother.
Oh, Joker.
That's who you remind
Same
me of. It's like-
haircut. That's why, huh?
Or lack thereof.
Yeah. Anyway, you take care. Be safe.
Thanks for being on
Thank
the
you.
show. I
Yes.
love
Kidding,
you.
of course. Love
We really
you.
appreciate
Love
you. If you guys
sister.
get a chance, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's Tamlyn Tomita. Aloha.
It's a Hawaii thing.
Yeah.
Hawaii thing.